perfect name for my
Jawbreaker.
It's perfect. Wait, did I not give Ghostados a nickname?
No, you always wanted to keep it as Ghostados.
Yeah, because that's technically not its official name. It's still technically a Gyarados.
But it's a Ghostados. Oh god, look at all those injuries.
Yeah, remember you guys all kind of fell down a hole.
Yo, I was fine. I don't know about you guys.
Okay, so probably should shrink. So I am recording, have been recording for a little bit. Hello, I'm Combat Magi, Spatial Distortions, yada yada. They just got back from Jurassic Park, and apparently police officers didn't go to school because they don't know what Pidgeys are. So, you guys kind of explained to the officers. They thought it was a little weird, but they continued on their way. They had a timetable to keep. What do you do now?
I mean, we gotta catch these Pidgeys.
You still have the Pidgeys. You were going to
Okay,
release
so
them, but
we haven't released them yet.
essentially, if you release them, you gotta send them out of their Pokeball and then do something with the Pokeball. It also gives the Pokemon time to barter with, "Why are you releasing me?"
Because I have no emotion.
Anyways, so what do you wish to do?
I mean, this is pretty messed up.
All these.
Gareth just puts Malphite away because he's scaring the Pidgeys.
I would be very terrified of a Graveler that was both electric and rock type.
My logic away. Just all these wounds. Just all the injuries.
Aspen's going to approach Lydic and ask him how the is it LGM or is it BM?
This is
I can never
LGM.
get the names. Okay. How is the LGM holding up?
Yeah, right. Well, I worked with Behem and LGMs in the past. I was able to do a patch job. Between what we just heard and other things, I am contacting the LGMs I know. Hopefully, they'll be able to do something. And actually, I'm gonna roll 1d20. Okay, not bad, not bad. I'll look into that a little bit later. Okay, but first off, Pidgey. Why is the national bird of Kanto a sparrow? What? SP, don't look at me. I swear, I don't think we did any. I'm not sure.
Are we in possibly a different timeline?
No, the spatial signatures are exactly the same. Crap. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, you know what? Pidgeys. And he starts tapping on his thing, and you, actually from his tablet, a little, like, holographic screen comes up. And he types in a date, which you recognize is the first day you guys were out.
Mm-hmm.
And as you were traveling up Route 1. And right about the time that you guys found Zephyr, you guys see sparrows, not Pidgeys.
Huh. Is Zephyr still there?
Yes, you still have Zephyr.
Okay.
But
like in the video, is Zephyr still there?
Video. Actually, I'm gonna say yes. Zephyr was still there.
What about King Kong?
You no, you catch the biggest sparrow. It shows Kresnik catching the biggest sparrow that was picking on Zephyr, and then Lytic goes along a little bit further to right before you meet Ralts, and instead of a swarm of Pidgeys, it's a swarm of sparrows.
Hmm.
That okay, I need to make some calls. I need to make some fucking calls. I need to make some fucking calls. Just a second. This isn't good. This isn't good. Hazelit goes up and just starts making phone calls.
Well, how is everyone feeling? Is there anything that we can do? Is there anything I can do to help anyone feel a little bit more comfortable? I am very confused on what's going on.
Can I try bringing out King Koth?
Yep.
So he's still there as one of my Pokemon. Okay.
Yep. King Ka is still there.
Hmm.
We should bring him back. What the fuck? What?
Hmm.
Hey.
So
Yeah, this is weird. Like, I don't
am
know what
so
to do.
confused.
Gareth just sits down with the Pidgeys, like, what are we gonna do with you guys?
okay, so I'm gonna say you have about 30 minutes of doing whatever the fuck you want while Lytic is making his phone calls.
Alright, like, the only thing I'm probably gonna do is have Mercy heal post whoever looks like they're hurt badly.
No one's really hurt that badly, but if Mercy and Gareth wanted to work together, they could bring Trico back from being smashed.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, I
He's a
forgot
little bit
Trico got
wrecked at this
smashed.
point. Oop.
Yeah, so
I was sort of expecting him to come out as a puddle.
okay, I am going to say because he got his shit stomped, he has about 5 injuries.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm gonna shrink him. So officially, he's back up full HP.
Okay.
So, by the way, Espy's over at this pond, and she's just looking into it, and she kind of has her eyes closed. And anyone, actually, everyone but Gareth can essentially see that she is trying to psychically. Well, she's trying to do something psychically.
Is that an intuitions roll, I smell?
Yeah, if you want to.
I probably can't beat her intuition.
Did I roll something to try to figure out what she's doing?
Yeah, roll focus, intuition. There will be no competing check. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna say Kresnik, all you can really tell is it's psychic stuff. Aspen, you get the sense that she's kind of in self-reflection, kind of, did I fuck up? Did I read something wrong? Did I, something? But as she keeps going on, she just keeps check marking stuff off, saying, no, I did this correctly, I did this correctly. Until she finally just opens her eyes and she can't think of anything any of you guys did wrong.
I want to do something nice, but I'm afraid that you would see it as demoralizing.
Well, you can do what you want.
I'm going to, with the egg cuddled under one of my arms, I'm going to walk up to SB, and oh, I can't control that egg.
Oh, because I deleted it. I thought, wait, no, okay, let me open it up. Because I thought for sure I gave you guys control when I gave you permission. Maybe I didn't give you permission to... No? Yeah. Oh, I bet I know what it is. Okay, yeah, my bad. Okay, so grab that, delete it. Okay, can you control that one?
Yes.
Okay, good. So,
But I wanna like gently place a hand on like the back of back of her shoulders and go, "It's all right. I doubt you've done anything wrong."
I don't think any of us did anything wrong. Time is a tricky thing, and Lydic and I know a bit more because of our past, but it doesn't change like that. It won't replace Pidgeys with sparrows.
Well, I'm sure our culprit is the man who put us in the place in the first place.
Hoopa?
I mean, he's done stranger things, hasn't he?
Yes, but Hoopa is the servant of Palkia, the god of space. It doesn't make sense that he would be able to affect time. Which begs the question how we ended up back there in the first place. Because as Gareth checked with his Pokedex and the readings that Lydic has, we were still in the same dimension. We were still in the same multiverse.
My only question would be, how in the world has he courted the favor of another god if he's moving people through time?
That is something to be concerned about. And something we will be talking about. And you just hear, Lydic! When is the meeting? Later tonight! No, Cynthia, I'm telling you, I'm not crazy here.
Well, I enjoyed being out of a city for more than one day.
Yes, rather stuffy, and that Chansey was a mother hen. Not that I would know, but Espy just kind of walks past you, does the cat thing where she kind of brushes up against your leg, but then she goes up to walk towards Lydic.
Encounters a Farfetch'd in the grass.
He simply destroys it.
So, yeah. So, Kresnik, is there anything you want to do within that half hour? Possibly more. You guys aren't limited to a half hour, but...
So let me see what I have. Backpack. Okay, I definitely need to get some bandages.
Why are you so... Okay.
Only thing I don't really know what am able to do. I just continuously like check to see if everything with King Ka is correct and see if anything else abnormal has happened with me and my party.
Okay, with your party? Okay, roll me
Yeah.
a 1d20.
Turns out Curly is now male.
Luckily, I was about to say roll again. Like, I roll a second time because there is something that would trigger you to actually check. So roll another 1d20. Okay, much better.
Almost too complete.
Yeah, so essentially what you actually remember is that while Lydic was looking through the footage, it showed you from, like a couple angles, you essentially you had 4 camera angles, and it showed you catching a sparrow. So you check your list, and you notice there is a sparrow and a Diglett in your PC box.
I would not be able to like switch those out with any of my current party. Yeah, I have Pokemon Center, right?
Yes, but however, you can pull up their information.
Okay, I'll look at the Diglett and look at the Sparrow. By the way, I don't know if I can only see bio and info on Queen Squawk.
Did I? Okay. I will change that while you were technically looking at that. I thought I gave you full access to it. So, if you're looking... Nope, I failed at that. So, it can be edited by Shido. Save changes. There.
My boy.
So, yeah, you have... actually, your Pokeball will not open, because still that 24-hour thing is still technically active. So, you can check.
One day I will meet Jawbreaker.
It will probably be tomorrow, possibly. So, yeah. So, you are currently looking at stuff, like, is that all you're doing?
I don't know what else to do. I'll check on Curly, I guess, because she did get a bit messed up. I really have no idea what else to do. I'm just so confused.
So, Gareth and Aspen, what are you doing, I guess, after you've done your individual stuff, I guess? Do you notice what Shido is doing?
Shido is checking his
Kresnik.
Pokemon.
Yes,
Or, yeah, that one.
Kresnik, I apologize.
That man. I feel like I should check over my 11 Pokemon.
Well, I'm just going to give it to you. At the bottom of your list, well, technically the Pidgey is on you. The bottom of the list, you notice, Gareth, you have a Slowpoke in the PC box.
Look at this boy.
He's not there.
He's so adorable.
And, Crow, if you check yours, you have a Clamperl in your PC box.
God, I can't wait to get to an actual PC.
I thought that you only like speedy boys.
But no, I make the boys speedy.
Okay, so, okay, so, a bunch of phone calls are made. Wait, it comes back over. Okay, so, contacted a few people. Most people think I'm crazy. However, the few that don't validate what I've been saying about Pidgeys. So, I don't know.
You would think at this point they would know to listen.
Nothing's ever been. Nothing's been this weird, though. That's the problem.
Oh, wait, Leaf, go back in the ball. You're injured.
Well, you might need him tonight, by the way. Okay.
Let's hope not. He's been through enough.
Okay, so I would recommend return the Pidgeys. Okay.
I am unable to.
I thought I gave you. I'll just delete them real quick.
Mhm.
So we should start walking. The meeting is tonight. So I'm sorry you guys probably won't be getting a ton of sleep tonight, but it was initially just supposed to be Gareth, but between something else I know and what just happened, I think everyone needs to come.
Oh
That's
boy.
gonna piss off old Fireface. However, I'm also going to say any Pokemon that can be in the ball needs to be in the ball. So unfortunately, Mercy, you're gonna have to be in the ball.
She looks very nettled.
Oh, you can be nettled all you want. Deal with it. You're gonna have enough problems with how many things are gonna be here. Okay, so unless you have very specific things you need to do, we can move on to tonight.
Yes, go ahead.
I mean, are we camping out on this route?
Yes. So essentially,
Okay.
you guys walk, spend the rest of your day. You see a few more people talking, and right about here, Lytic tells you that we should probably set up camp. And you set up camp, and then as it's getting to nighttime, he gestures you all into the forest. So, you guys walk for, honestly, probably a solid 45 minutes. Not a lot of, like, sound. Like, here's the thing. Before the portal and after you were hearing sounds from the forest, you know, Pokemon in the woods and stuff, just not on the main route because of how much through traffic. You hear nothing walking forward at all. So eventually, you guys enter a small clearing.
I realize what's about to happen.
Yes, because you saw this when
Yeah.
you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, hey guys, what's going on?
Wait a second.
So,
That's a fucking shame.
as you walk forward, you see multiple legendaries. You see, obviously, Entei, who actually looks at you and just scowls.
Even
like
more than usual.
Yes, more
That's
than
the
usual.
entire party?
I feel like he doesn't like us.
Mellow out of
Oh.
turn.
Wait,
Ah,
wait, the entire party or one person specifically?
all of you.
Oh, hey, Meloetta. Long time no see.
Hello, Mr. Gareth. I will want to speak to him later, but not right now. We were about to start. We're just waiting on a few more people.
Right.
Down here, you see a young couple. You know, they look at mid-20s, and they're just honestly, kind of being lovey-dovey with each other. You know,
Squints at them.
occasionally, you know, they start making out and all that. You all notice Abs actually as well.
I
And
just
Gareth feels a numb
glares
pain
at
in
her.
his face.
Glares at her.
she smirks at you, Kresnik. But then she actually gets serious and starts looking around nervously.
Well, let's not block the exit or the entrance now, guys.
We're the only one coming from this direction, I'm pretty sure. And you just hear
Oh,
as you see trees starting to part.
What? Okay then.
oh, hey, Reggie Rock. Yeah, let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. New record.
It just pretty much just gets there, looks around, just stands there.
Is
The
that a
Entei
normal
does.
Reggie Rock?
Nope.
Wait.
I didn't think so.
Wait,
Something
Metagame-wise,
was off about it.
wait, Kresnik sees something off because he knows
roll me
a
a
lot
Pokemon
more
or
about.
General. Pokemon or General.
Okay, do I get any like bonus because it's a Hoenn Pokemon and he would know
I'm
more
gonna
about
say
them?
no. The main reason I'm allowing you to roll is because it's a Hoenn Pokemon.
I see what's going on.
Damn it.
Roll me General as well. Not great. No. You get the idea that it's not normal. Then the murals and stuff you've seen around, it doesn't look. It looks. The murals look like they're supposed to be a shade lighter or something, but you're not 100% sure. It's a freaking Reggie Rock. You're all just kind of flabbergasted. Yeah, this little thing over here, which none of you would probably recognize off the bat, given none of you are from Sinnoh, is just chatting up this weird dog-looking thing. and the dog just kind of grumbling a little bit. And the thing is like, oh, come on, you need to cheer up a little bit. And seemingly without any notice, another one appears.
But just my one, Shinder.
What the? All the Latias. All of them. Even though they're all minor.
Meloetta and Litka are talking. It's like, yeah, we're expecting one more person. Sorry to drop him in, but we need to talk a bit. Some things have changed. I've noticed the vibrations of this world have shifted. I'm concerned. And with that, you all hearing a whooshing sound from the air. And Gareth.
Oh no.
Roll me in acrobatics and in athletics, both of them.
Oh god, no.
Can I?
Yeah. And yeah.
Okay, good. You hear something like as wind is rushing down, and you just move out of the way as something just in a blink of an eye just lands and causes a small dust cloud.
Oh, thank you, base
Oh.
shoes.
Ah, perfect.
Some of these things are not like the others.
Lydic walks over, and you hear kind of chirping coming from the Deoxys. I think most of you would have watched, Pokemon from space, conspiracy theory stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they are now talking. Well, Deoxys is chirping, and Lydic is making weird offhand remarks like, I hope the Burb is alright, and stuff like that.
Thinking emoji. Well, that seems like it's the Pokemon from Space Corner now, so I'm gonna come over to you guys. What's up, guys?
Yes, what is all of your reactions?
Honestly,
You didn't say we were gonna meet with all these people.
I never said you weren't either.
Oh, that is very true.
Besides, we were actually... not everyone could make it. There was a few more we were hoping to show up, but one that said he was going to show up did not.
Aspen knows nothing of the Pokemon standing before her, so she's just like, all right. Just a girl from Burbank City. I don't know any of you. Good to meet you.
Speaking of which...
It took me a bit to realize what these two were, and I'm kind of mad at. I'm kind of mad it took me so long to figure it out. I'm mad it took me so long.
Okay, so full disclosure, because that was the agreement. Those two sprites, and actually as well as Ab sprites, these were made by, I'm probably going to butcher her name, but BananaSariel. She is a spriter that was on the Loading Crew Discord. I'm not sure how active she is anymore. I've had these for a while. And these two specifically were done for free. She just wanted credit when I asked if I could use them.
Hey, shout out to you, Gunfingers.
But
yeah, those are good.
As you say that, as I'm assuming you were just kind of directing it in general, you just hear from the Yes, that's a question. 1 or 2 humans were supposed to be here, but why are there 4 of them?
Can Chris just sit down, like, just crisscross and just, like, yep, this is happening. Gonna let it run its course. And he'll sneak a, like, just a glare at Abs every so and so.
Abs is actually looking a little nervous, mostly towards Ente, actually.
Tay is quite scary.
The Yuxi comes up.
It can't learn Earthquake, but it's still scary.
Yuxi kind of floats over towards Ente. Is like, come now, we need the humans. We do not need the humans' help. Just because you're interested in that one. Hey, let us not be rude. They are here for a reason. We agreed to have Lytic here as the representation. And if he brought them, there was a reason.
Casually whistling in the corner, like I don't know what's going on.
I got an invitation.
Which I still disagree with. At which point, my decision. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
So, anyways. After a little bit, though. Hello, little one. What are you so nervous about?
I don't. There are a lot of strong presence here. I can tell, and I don't know who they are.
Well, most of us are legendaries in one way or another. I usually am called Lati, but I suppose I'm a Latios. That is my my mate, Latias.
What? Wait. Did you get those mixed up?
I might have been screwing with you guys to see if you were paying attention. Yes, I know. Other way around.
Okay, I was about to say, like, alright.
I mean, wait a second.
Pidgeys or Spearows? Who knows what's going on anymore?
Nah, I'm screwing with you. Yes, I know. This is Latias, that's Latios. Anyways, that little, adorable pink-haired one is called Shaman. That other one, a little nervous about him being here, but that's a Zygarde.
Yo, what a good dog.
That is the being of knowledge, Yuxi. The stoic one over there is Regirock. The grumpy one is Ente. And honestly, I've never met that one up there. He seems a little weird.
He has noodles for arms.
I mean, they're from space, so.
At which point you actually see the Deoxys like pull out a package and hand it to Lytic. And Lytic just looks at it, looks at Deoxys, looks at it. Okay. I will find this out later, but you actually see him hand over the ball toy.
Ooh, what?
And the Amalgam. And 3 canisters, which you recognize as those Delta stones.
Oh, okay.
I just realized Speediox is the best newspaper boy.
Well, he did have to come all the way from Utopus. Anyways. As they're talking, they Lytic just kind of looks around. I think you can stay if you want to stick around, but Thanks for showing up and opening the bag. What? Hey, Deoxys. Why did that do that? Anyways, how did he told me it'd be a couple months. Bunch of beeping and stuff from the Deoxys. No, I sent it a couple days ago. What do you mean I sent it a few months ago?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, serendipitous, that is a little concerning. Okay, I'm gonna have to make some more phone calls after this. Can we start already? I believe
No.
we are still missing someone. Where is the Sword of Justice?
Aspen perks up.
Oh, what's this?
And you hear galloping.
Bring new one out.
Which direction is it coming from?
Not anywhere you need to worry about. As bursting
Oh, okay.
from the trees.
Oh
hi.
boy.
Oh, hi, Sarakian. What's going on?
I'm gonna save that actually.
Why is he? What?
Sorry, I'm late. I had a little run-in with the orange-eyed Jinn.
King emoji. I don't know who he's talking about.
Everyone. Everyone rolled me a Pokemon education, actually.
You said orange eye what?
Jinn. Gareth, you know exactly who he's talking about, and even Aspen figured it out.
Is it Landorus?
He's actually
it?
talking about Hoopa.
Oh. Oh, I was thinking about the other gyms. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Technically, they're all Jinns. But you know what? I'm going to see if Lydic is paying attention at this point.
Everyone else we ran into that when we went back in time.
Everyone roll me a 1d... roll me a focus. I'm going to say Aspen and Garrus specifically.
I got a 20.
Okay.
The duality of man.
Frankly, Landry.
Okay, he's also paying attention, luckily. Wait. Did you say orange-eyed? By the way, Aspen, that sounds very weird to you as well.
Oh.
Yes, I said orange-eyed. Why do you ask? Because we just ran into a Hoopa. Aspen, you remembered the Hoopa you ran into had red eyes.
I put up a single finger and go, all that we've encountered had red eyes, was it not?
The previous one... starts trailing off, he pulls open his thing, and he does the same thing from earlier and pulls up footage. And... okay, so... trying to remember which one was which. Okay, so... first one he pulls up is the one you saw yesterday.
Hello, Koopa.
However, he actually goes back to the museum. And he hyper blows up the picture and cleans it up as best as he can.
Enhance. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not good at all.
This must mean Koopa's learned about contact lenses.
God damn it.
He's learned about the cosplay.
Okay.
It's not just a phase, Mom.
Oh. Okay. So either what Garrus said is true. No offense, Garrus. I think it's highly unlikely.
We have to think about everything that could possibly happen, no matter how ridiculous it sounds.
Yeah, I'm more scared that there's more than one Hoopa.
See, that's the one I didn't want to say.
But to be fair,
Drakion, you're sure that, yes, I'm sure it had orange eyes. What'd you take me for, an idiot?
I mean, look at him. He has orange eyes. He knows orange eyes when he sees them.
That boy knows what he's talking about. Shaman's just like, how do you see your own eyes? I'm just like, no, let's not anger him.
So,
well, in
there's
water.
at least 3 of them now.
Yeah. And none of them have said any. Did yours? No, he didn't say anything. He just tried to run away from me. Don't know exactly why. Technically, he had the advantage. Okay, if there's 3 of them, at least none of them are friendly or helpful. Okay, I think we got a little. Okay, main purpose of this meeting. Let's get down to brass tacks. I already think this is a waste of time. Well, you can shut your mouth.
Ooh, savage.
You want to go? I believe last time we went, I kicked your ass.
Damn, Lytic.
Damn, I wanna pull out my water type and douse the 2 bitching women.
Hide behind the dragons.
Hold on. I'm kind of scared of myself because the first thing I thought when seeing Entei is like, ooh, what Pokeball do I have?
What if I pull out D'Artagnan? He will have a literal fangasm and faint.
He will.
I could bring
You
that
have
for
to,
it.
though. Like,
Knowing Aspen, she would, but I need a moment where it's not literally Entei would turn around and fire blast him.
I mean, I'd be on edge too if the majority of the people in this square were super effective against me.
The Regirock just goes up and grips
Oh yeah,
the
water.
Entei.
Water. Quite a few of these guys.
The little pattern that's, well, essentially its eyes just blink a bit. Fine, let's talk.
All right.
Okay, so first order of business. How many of you remember what the fuck a Pidgey is?
Garrett raises a hand.
Raising a hand.
Kresnik will raise a hand with the Pokeball with his King Claw in it.
You guys can put your hands down. I already know. I'm trying to get a read on.
I just wanted to be included in this conversation. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're so precious. Just pinches your cheeks.
She's an old lady. Oh God.
Yeah.
Slowly inching closer to Drakion.
Okay, so most of them pretty much say yeah, they know what a Pidgey is. The only one that, well, honestly doesn't give a shit is the Zygarde and the Entei. Which,
I'm surprised it's that type of Zygarde.
It's the best type of Zygarde. It's a dog.
okay. Well, it just kind of looks at Entei. Okay, so, long story short, ran into Hoopa. He sent us back in time. You see, that doesn't sound right. It really doesn't, but we're pretty sure it was time. Okay, then what did you fuck up? We didn't fuck up anything!
Innocent whistling.
Right? Everything was correct. My premonitions were clear, unlike usual. And I verified everything. We only caught what fossils had not been discovered yet, or dealt with a fossil that had been discovered but not excavated. It should have. Nothing should have been messed up. Okay, so. It explains why we've been seeing more sparrows and farfetches around. So. You think. I don't know what to think, Yuxi. I was hoping you guys, the legendaries, would have some insight. Well, as I said before, the vibrations of this world seems to be a little off, and that concerns me. One sec, sorry for the train.
The train. The train agrees. Locomotion, ready for battle.
So,
This isn't Digimon.
as you're walking around, though, Shaman just kind of keeps an eye on you. It's like, what you doing?
I don't mean to be rude, but I wanted to ask Mr. Tarakion the question.
Yeah, wait till the meeting's over. Everyone gets gritchy. And, you know, the only reason Trakion's not the grumpiest is because Entei's here, so just be careful.
Okay. I will stay right here and be quiet.
So, yeah, so, okay, so the Pidgeys, I have this all written down. Okay, so, anyone have any information on the other stuff? Well, as the Latios and Latias come up, we've been setting up nicely in that island that the... Would you stop doing that, Ren? Thank you.
What?
I think Ren...
I'm muted.
Oh. Oh, no, wait. Wrong color. I think that was Shido.
Oh, yeah, you can see it. My bad.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry for accusing you, Ren. Shido was messing around with waypoint, and it was showing up on my screen.
Yeah, I clicked to hide from others, and I forgot that you would still be able to see it. My bad.
Anyways, we were setting up on that island. Very nice. More and more people are starting to show up. But, you know, Abs, you are fully welcome. You know, people have impure ideas when they see us, humanoid Pokemon. We are normal. We are normal where we're from, sweetie. We're not normal where, you know, we're not normal here.
Oh.
And, so long as, the humans, no offense, you three, have, impure thoughts about some of us, we should, avoid them as much as possible. So that's, really all our status, for us, a status report. The shaman just kind of pips up. Oh, I got nothing. You know, the flowers are good, trees are good. It's nice here. You know, kind of nice. No one makes fun of me for, you know, me. Yuxi is like, I am acquiring knowledge, but most of it is relatively mundane. I can't find anything based on our issue, though if there are 3 Hoopa, it would answer some conflicting reports I've been able to gather from Pokemon. Regirock just stands there. Actually, everyone can roll me an intuition on Regirock.
Oh boy, I'm good at that. Hell yeah.
Got decent average at least.
Mm-hmm. True.
Sorry, I was getting messaged by other people. I
Oh,
will
okay.
roll the
It was just
intuition.
like, did he fall asleep? So, roll an
It was
intuition.
intuition, right?
Yep. Okay. The DC wasn't hard. It really wasn't, and all of you got it. Regirock, he really has no reason to be here. He's just happy to be included.
I was about to say he's asleep.
No. Let's see. The only ones that... Yeah, those three haven't spoken yet. Terrakian's like, I'm just going around. Nice not having the brat around. However... Human with technology. Hell if I remember your name. There's been a fraction of my power moving around. It's, well, it's not my power. You know, it's so much easier when there's only one of us. Just see if you can figure it out. That has been bugging me. Lytic's just like, okay. I don't know. Okay. Zygarde is looking around. It's like, well, what did I have written down for Zygarde?
I mean, he's awake, so some shit have to have happened.
Well, since I came to this area, I haven't been collecting my cells. However, looks around, and he specifically looks at you guys, like, not even Lytic, like you guys. He's just like, my cells have been getting destroyed.
Oh, I hope that wasn't us. I don't remember destroying cells.
Everyone, you know, like, okay, so who would react? Actually, Deoxys would react. I think the Latias would react. And Yuxi would react. They all just kind of like turn to him really quick. And Latios is just like, wait, your cells have been... I don't care how small... They're essentially legendary beings. How are they being... I don't know how they're being destroyed. All I know is pretty soon I won't be able to form 50%. I'm just sitting at 38. There is currently only 39 other cells out there. And every time I get close to one, it gets destroyed. Not captured, not contained, destroyed.
That's a very bad thing.
That is concerning. That is very... What could destroy, even if they were... It was so much easier back home, my love. I agree, my love. And then they just kind of back up and start doing, you know, lovey-dovey talk with one another. Okay, so that was that. Terrakion said his piece. I apologize. I have this all written down. I didn't want to forget everyone's discussion. Okay. Ente.
The old part.
I still don't like this. Relying on humans when they're a toxic, you know, they're just poison to people like us, and, you know, they just want to own us, and I highly disagree with what is going to happen. However, one of my brothers I've been smelling one of my brothers recently. He's been there's a taint on him. I want you, any of you, and he's not so much looking at you guys, mostly with the legendaries. If you see him, tell me what's going on. My actual brother is currently over in Johto. And my sister is up in Utopus, being foolish and weak. You know what? Yeah, I do this a lot, but I like rolling d20s for reaction, so I apologize, you guys. Oh, yeah. Ludwig's just like, oh, yeah, she did pretty good earlier. You are part of the problem. Hey, your sister made that decision long before I met her. She says hello, and if you want to actually talk to her, get your ass up there and actually talk to her. Don't keep using, me and other people as messengers. Grow a pair of balls and talk to your sister.
Yeah, I think that one's.
Yeah. Hide it behind SB.
SB's just kind of enjoying the sight. You're lucky I don't eat half-dead people.
Savage.
Brutal.
Okay. On to the main reason we're here, as Meloetta just kind of goes forward. Gareth, would you please come over here, and I will move you.
Oh, no.
He directs you to the center. So, Gareth, there's been a bit of thought, and as she just starts going around.
I'm very afraid right now.
While others in our little collaboration disagree, I feel that we need to start working a bit closer with humans. Not only to build trust, but to have a set of eyes in the mortal world. Honestly, you were one of the first humans that found me out in Viridian Forest that didn't try to automatically catch me. So, that was nice. You also listened to my request, which you didn't have to do, but I'm very nice. My boyfriend is, so adorable and the perfect size for dancing.
I feel leaves
leave
falling,
him
shaking
with
on
me.
my back.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave him with me after this.
Instead of just shaking, it's now just trembling.
However, to do this, I must make you an offer.
Okay.
Should you choose to accept, you will... Well, I suppose it's not entirely uncommon. However, will you allow yourself to be marked by me?
Does Gareth know what that entails?
This would be a occult education out the wazoo, so everyone can roll me an occult education.
Oh boy, Gareth knows nothing about that.
Yeah,
I'll attempt.
okay. Okay. Gareth, what you know is, well, you hear a lot of stories about, chosen heroes and stuff, and working alongside legendaries. You've heard that in the past. Mostly stuff about Ho and Lugia, given you're from Johto. Krasnik similar, but not exactly. Mostly, if there were anything you heard about, it was mostly about Rayquaza helping out. Because, as your region found out a few years ago, Kyogre and Groudon are kind of dicks.
Yep.
And Aspen, you're just chock full of this stuff. You know, the legendary, hero of truth and the hero of ideals, the three musketeers, just you've heard a lot about legendary Pokemon choosing people and bestowing them with gifts. And just the trade-off is, it's different. Sometimes they're supposed to be devoted to whatever the legendary wants. Other times they're friends and they want to, use them for other reasons, such as, having eyes on the outside. Why did that do that?
Aspen kind of like beckons towards Gareth to make him look her way and gives him a big, rousing 2 thumbs up.
All right.
All right. Okay, why is it doing that? Every time I move Meloetta, it pops the edit token sheet up. So, Meloetta starts dancing much faster. And as
Gareth just tries to follow her with his eyes, just turning around and gets very dizzy.
as a mystic energy starts building up. And finally, Meloetta comes up, grabs one of your hands, and somehow, mostly her floating somehow, pirouettes you.
Damn.
And
I was even dizzier.
yeah, you get dizzy and fall on your face. And I will let you decide, but I would prefer it to be on an arm somewhere. Essentially like a musical sheet, God, what is the term?
A score?
Yes, musical score shows up on your arm.
Okay. That's cool.
Okay.
It's like a sleeve tattoo. It just goes all the way up his arm.
Not all the way up, but it's like a good chunk of your arm, and it goes all the entire around it.
And if you rate it, it's actually
forearm.
Despacito.
Sorry, what'd you say, Crow?
If you rate it, it's actually Despacito.
No.
Okay.
If anything,
No.
and I'm very rusty on music. I should have checked this. If anything, the notes spell out Meloetta in the keys.
Cool.
So, okay, very well. You have chosen to become my eyes on the outside. I might call you up and ask you to do a job or two outside of letting me see my boyfriend.
I hope that doesn't end up in a breakup. That'd be bad.
No, he's too afraid to do that.
However, don't think this comes without any benefits to you. You have technically a fraction
I wasn't expecting any.
You technically have a fraction of my power now. So, use it wisely and don't get killed.
All right, well,
So, officially, on paper, and this is a free edge, you have been touched by Meloetta.
Oh.
So you get the first gift.
Okay, I'm gonna look those up so I can add them to my sheet.
Mm-hmm. And also, for full disclosure, this was because of quite a few very lucky rolls. So, I believe that was the end of our business. Entei that entire time was just kind of frustrated. So, unless we have anything else to say, Entei just says, walks up, he's like, we all heard from everyone, except the usurper. At which point, Abs kind of takes a step back. Oh, what's wrong? You steal legendary powers, and then you just expect to be... Okay, that is... And about multiple people actually, stop Entei. I think that's enough. We know what happened with Abs. It's not her decision to have Darkrai's powers. So stop calling her that. She is an User by name only. Darkrai chose to give Abs his power. So stop calling her that, Entei. Yeah, I think this is starting to get a little bit toxic. Thank you all for coming, from sharing information. If you guys got anything else, I'm just gonna... I'm gonna be outside. Fuck. I'm dealing with legendaries, I fucking swear. It's like freaking the bitch all over again.
Can Chris take a look at over how Ab's facial expression looks now?
Oh, she's kind of terrified. Like, the second Entei started walking up and, directing attention, she started backing up and, getting terrified.
Can I glare at Entei? Just give him a straight glare.
Roll the Intimidate.
This is where you get fire blasted into oblivion, my good sir.
Yeah. Well, it's not... Well, I didn't mean for to intimidate. I meant for just staring him down, but they only have one dice to intimidate.
You know what? I'll save you a little bit of embarrassment. He doesn't even notice. He actually has quite a few legendaries in his face at the moment, berating him. So, at this point, yeah, that's pretty much it. Deoxys pieces the fuck out. Just kind of waves goodbye at Lytic, and then, crouches down and, blasts off into the air. So, Deoxys is gone. As a few of the others start, turning around to leave. Shaman actually comes over. It's okay. He's just a big fire puppy. His bark is much worse than his bite.
Gonna put the Eevee back on its head.
Sir Drakion, before you go.
Oh.
Can I help you, little one?
Yes, I have a Pokemon in my possession who's a big fan of yours. Would it be alright if y'all met?
I don't do autographs.
I think just seeing you would inspire him to do better.
Yeah. Fine.
And commence the Fangasm.
So I will roll for this. Yep, that was at disadvantage.
I kind of hold him back by his shoulders, so he doesn't just grab and hug Terrakion.
You might want to smack him, otherwise he's not going to be able to breathe.
I kind of bop him on the head with a closed fist.
Just talking his ear off. This is why I don't talk to them very often.
I'm sorry, but I just couldn't miss this opportunity to make his day.
I understand. At least still less annoying than Keldeo. So that one's
Is
gonna...
he really as bad as people say he is?
Yeah, he's a kid, you know. Imagine if he was a freaking human years 8-year-old and, you know, he got a new toy. He's just, you know, this entire time, do it. I think he was a little young, but that was Colbalion's, you know, decision, and Verizian backed him up. So, yeah, I mean, we trained him. You know, he did okay, but he still has much to learn. Okay. So...
And if Duat does not calm himself down, I will return into it.
After a little bit, he kind of does, but, you know, he like, the visible stars in his eyes as he's just, you know, looking at Terrakion. Okay, so, is Kresnik and Gareth technically gonna do anything?
Gareth's just checking out his new tattoo.
Okay.
That sick tat.
It's an interesting power it grants, too.
Kresnik would just walk, just like keep an eye on Abs a bit. Just like, yeah, they're not on the best terms, but still someone has information that he wants and so on, so trying to keep an eye on them.
Mm-hmm. Abs is just kind of visibly shaking while the shaman's trying to calm her down. Come on, you know he's like this, and we all know. You explained it when we first met you. It's fine, it's fine. After a little bit, Entei just gets pissed off of everyone yelling at him and leaves.
Bye, Entei.
I of course bowed to Terrakion and give him a very regal thank you, and let him be on his way.
Have a good one, little... Yeah, I don't fucking know. Screw it. Goodbye.
He didn't say he was gonna kick my ass, so...
So, Yuxi will actually come up. Bollocks. Okay, there. Melota comes over, and Latios is just like, huh. It's always interesting to see what, the, mark of a legendary manifest says. So, boy, you a dancer? You a musician?
No.
What?
I've never really thought about it before.
Mellow. Don't you usually go after the artsy type?
Can I overhear that?
Yeah, you kind of overhear that. You know, the dancers, the musician. Why this one, actually?
Battling is an art form.
Do you say that in character?
Sure.
Pretty much what he just said. I enjoy dancing. I enjoy song. But, you know, every time I kind of need to shake it up. And see what the elegant style of battling can do. Never was a fan of my other form, but, you know, it's always interesting. So, yeah, that's... Well, I think it's gonna be fine now. Yeah, what were you saying?
Kresnik just smiles overhearing this as he is going to talk to Gareth after this.
Oh no, I'm in trouble.
Dear, I think we need to go do a little bit more scouting and seeing if we can find any more of our kind. You know, there was that rumor of that one being taken and sold, and yes, my love, we need to see if we can find that one. It's a pity she was taken and Yes. Well, sorry to excuse ourselves, but we will be on our way as they just start levitating. And,
Bye,
honestly,
you two.
the best description I can give is quite literally like Dragon Ball Z flying, where they get this little energy around them and blast off.
All right. Now there's only
There's only
one,
Shaman.
two,
Let's see.
okay, there's four. There's
Yeah.
5 things here that scare me now. That's much better than before.
I'm assuming you're including Esty on that list.
Oh, of course. Like these 2 down here and then these 3.
Oh, so you're saying you're not scared of Meloetta?
I feel like I should be, but nah, she's chill.
Okay.
You know what?
Yay, boyfriend!
Immediately runs away as fast as he can.
Trico tree. Oh, we won't dance too much. I'm kind of tired.
Sigh of
Wings
relief.
in. Roll me a perception, Gareth.
I feel like I don't want to.
Can I walk up to Gareth at this point?
Yeah, you can walk up to Gareth. Okay, and I will roll a 1d20 just to see. Okay. Actually, that's kind of hilarious. So, you hear from this is it's like, maybe just a little bit of dancing, and then can we snuggle?
Oh.
Trico's conflicted. He's
Poor boy.
He's not sure if he wants the relationship to go that quickly, but he also doesn't want to dance a lot. So Bello is just like, I'll return him in the morning.
Alright, you two have fun.
Hey.
Screaming in the background is Leaf.
Yeah, that's what Chris.
However,
alright, what's up, Chris?
Real quick though, and because of that 4, I'm gonna say, maybe even Aspen overheard this. You just hear like, no, Cynthia doesn't ask about you. I understand you're interested in her, and you would, but she's busy. She's running a region.
That's what I try to explain to one of my players, but he keeps looking for her every time he gets.
It's Cynthia.
A wild Cynthia appeared.
Well, there may or may not be a reason that Cynthia wasn't here.
What?
I said there may or may not be a reason Cynthia wasn't here.
Oh.
And so, yeah, Kresnik and Gareth.
Gareth, I overheard that a bit.
Which part?
All of it, to be honest.
Oh.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not mad or anything. I heard that she normally goes for the arts, and honestly, they can do whatever they like. But thinking on that, I saw a bit of despair on Rico's face whenever he was being taken. Mind if I ask exactly why that is?
No. Gareth thinks for a second. I think he's just thinking emoji. I don't know. I feel like he doesn't know how to feel about the situation.
Well, if he's ever interested, I could actually teach him a dance or two to keep up with her.
Can dancers do that to other people's Pokemon?
I am not completely sure about that. I think let me see. I have choreographer. It says
Wrong button. No, it specifically says your Pokemon.
Okay. So, the offer is technically there, so. Okay, so.
We'll see what he thinks, but I don't think he likes dancing very much.
Thinking that a little bit, but just have to wish him luck, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So now really the only ones in the area is Shaman and Abs, who at this point Abs is just kind of sitting on the ground just petting Shaman, and Shaman's like, yeah.
Can I walk up to her?
Oh, you can.
Yep. Seems like you're worse for wear. Not used to seeing me like this.
You know me for what, like 2 days?
Yes, but you normally have a snarky little attitude about you.
Well, sorry, I just decided to stupidly show up for the goddamn meeting with the actual fucking legendaries.
No, it's fun, I guess. It's just we didn't get off on the best of terms, and thinking back on it, you knocking me out with that power could have been for the better. I don't know what was going through. Don't know what was going through mine.
I feel you were gonna do something stupid. Trust me, you deal with a lot of grief when you're in a war. And grief makes people do stupid things. And you had grief written all over your face. So I'm sorry if I upset you. So, how close were you with her?
Knew her for quite a few years. We're part of a little camp to try to become coordinators in the Hoenn region. Then all of a sudden, she up and left. Always wondering where she went.
Yeah, well, that kind of lines up with what she told me. What she told me was she had just been accepted to some sort of prestigious institute with a friend of hers. And they had just moved into the dorms, and she heard the noise outside. She walked out, and the next thing she knew, she was in my world.
Well, I still thank you for telling me that about her whereabouts. It's better than not knowing at all.
I'll keep your eyes open. God damn it, I can't remember now. No, I don't think you did. Never mind. Just keep your chin up, and with as many weird things as this is, she might have made it out alive. I don't know. Anyways.
Well, given her stubbornness, that could have helped her.
Either way, she stands up and she's just scritching the Shaman under the chin. Well, thank you, Shaman. I'll be going now. I need to deal. As she runs off.
So the Shaman's the
Naruto
last
runs
one
out into the
here.
distance.
Looks around. Last one here! Wow! As it flies off.
I mean, technically, we're the last ones here.
Flies over. And no offense to SB because she scares me, but she's not a legendary. So last legendary, wow!
Yeah, that works. I like that one. They seem fun.
Okay, I think yeah. Yes.
Well, that was something.
Yeah. I've been part of like 3 of these meetings, and while they're more reasonable to work with than the ones I've had to in the past, trust me. Ente alone, freaking A. Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I think I'm gonna go to bed and try to sleep off these injuries.
I mean, this clearing looks like a good place to set up camp, if anywhere.
No, we need to head back, you know. They're gonna start wondering why your cameras are off.
Alright.
Yeah, none of you actually checked. All your cameras were turned off by Lytic.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Squints.
there's a certain amount of privacy which, you know, they're allowed. I mean, a lot of people don't even know about the humanoid Pokemon thing because, as you might have picked up, people do stupid shit when they find out. There's a lot of creepy people in the world, let me just tell you that. And I will say you walk back and set up camp and sleep for the night. Everyone can take away an injury. And that is not there anymore.
Alright.
How much longer are you going to go on combat?
We can stop pretty soon, I guess. I was gonna do Saffron City and then give you guys the option to kind of explore the town if you wanted, but if you're feeling sick.
I don't want to be a Debbie Downer.
Oh, it's fine. Pretty much the option was you could explore town. There was a couple places you could go, not that many, or you could. Well, actually, yeah. Let's head straight to that. So, you guys just spend the rest of the time. It's not that much further. So a little before noon, you get there. You go through the way station. I'm not going to actually take you guys into the way station. Let me copy everybody. Okay. And there's Saffron City. As you go through, all the guard says to you is mind the noise.
Oh dear.
Oh, look, Farfetch'd.
That is a lot of Farfetch'd. Okay, so, you guys, we had to reschedule the meeting, obviously. It's gonna be in, probably 3 days. 3 days. I'll meet back up with you. I have gotten the go-ahead to, well, we've pretty much supplied enough proof between the legendaries and us that something's going on, and the fact that it's affecting the footage concerns me. So, between other information I've had, I think I found a safe area we can save a portion of the footage, but I have to set it up. So, I will be back in a little bit. Probably a day and a half, 2 days. Depends on how much flack I'm going to get for trying to set this up. But Anyways, I will be back later. As and he just says, "Behave yourself." As he pulls up the thing and presses a button, and just says, "Technical Officer Lydic requesting an escape rope." And just like a beam of light, he and SB disappear.
Oh god, where'd he go? Wait, can we do that?
Roll your intuition.
God damn it!
No.
Oh,
So
God damn it!
you pretty much have free reign. I will say, you know, you have to go to Silphco in about 3 days, but that doesn't mean you can't check it out now. There's the Pokemon Center, and honestly, that's about all you really know right now. There are other options, but since Crow's getting tired, the Pokemon Center might just be the best option.
Like I said, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. We can keep going if need be. I'm getting really sick to my stomach, like
So
swiftly.
what we'll do, if Kresnik and Gareth want to do something relatively minor in the Pokemon Center or around town, we can just say Aspen went down for a nap or whatever, because she is very tired.
She is not only tired, she is very taxed out because she was around a bunch of legendary Pokemon and she felt their energies.
Bollocks, that's what I forgot. I knew I forgot something. Oh well. When you remember you forgot something, because that egg was supposed to come up.
Right.
Oh well. Nothing major.
Oh, it's a pretty Pokemon Center.
It's a bee.
salvation! I can finally put Pokemon in the PC! Gareth almost breaks down.
What do you mean, old boy? You put some down in Vermilion City. You noticed the Pokemon Fan Club president.
Oh, hi, sir.
Didn't you put, that Slowpoke you caught outside the gym in there?
Oh, right. I did do that.
But, you only had 6 Pokemon when you left. How many Pokemon did you catch?
6 more.
My god, wait, didn't you leave, for 3 Pokeballs or something?
I'm very resourceful.
Oh, well, okay. It's good to see you again. You might see a couple familiar faces, but a lot of us are being put up here while, Vermilion City is inhabitable, but not excessively. So, until further notice, a few of us are being put up here. So, it was good to see you again. My God, young lady, you looked. Let me help you to a bed.
Damn, this dude's alive.
I thought he.
Just gonna put Aspen there, and Crow, if you haven't already left, go ahead and just sign off. Thanks for showing up.
Sorry, guys, but
it's fine. If you're sick and
It's all
tired,
good.
thanks for showing up for as much as you did.
All right, bye.
Bye.
See ya.
So,
Alright, wait, do we know what type the gym is in this town?
nope.
Damn. I have to talk to someone about that.
Can I walk to Nurse Julian and like just ask like, excuse me, we're new here. Is there like any kind of like pamphlet with information regarding the town?
Oh, you could check the travel brochure over here. It hasn't really been active because not a lot of. I think we only have one traveling trainer in the Pokemon Center. Most of these are Vermilion City refugees.
Thank you very much. Going to head over there then.
Garth just hands like 12 Pokeballs to this nurse.
What?
What is that verse for anyway?
So,
Hey.
why are you handing her 12 Pokeballs?
Wait, this isn't the one. I need to go to this one.
Are you healing your Pokemon?
I'm healing my Pokemon.
Okay. The travel brochure you have, or you're looking at, there's not much, and it's kind of interactive, but it's a bit outdated. All it really talks about is, Saffron City, home of the illustrious Silphco and stuff like that. The one thing it does mention about Gym Leader is that Sabrina has been called up to Cerulean City on official Pokemon League business, and a new gym leader is pending decision.
Oh, that's good to know. Can I try going to the PC to switch out Amura? Like, are we not able to use the foster ones yet, or no?
It would have clicked off saying that you could use them.
Okay, so
I guess it doesn't really matter which ones I put away. I can always switch them before we do any fighting.
I think I technically have to move them. So what's going in the box?
Anrith is going in the box.
Okay.
I find it funny how, well, I am still confused about this timeline because King Kong is level 20 and then Queen Squawk is level 13. I'm guessing I neglected to use that one at all. Oh well.
Possibly. So,
Also curious.
Gareth, what's going in your box?
Everything.
Okay, I'm gonna put away Echo.
Okay.
And then everything under Malphite.
So, Toasty Boy, Reaper, Ghostados, Jawbreaker.
Pidgey number 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Crow's not here. But let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just going to assume that the Pidgey's going to end up in there. And we'll talk about what else he's technically boxing later. Okay, so yeah, you box all of those.
I feel much lighter.
There is a notice saying that they have been delivered to your personal PC habitat. And yeah, you can look around the Pokemon Center. You could go outside, do whatever.
Yes, I must gain information about the gym, so I'll go skulk around in that general direction.
Can I just throw the Pokemon Center for right now? Because, like, I did hear there's one other traveling trainer, so a little curious of, like reasoning here, like if they're here for gym or just sightseeing.
Okay, so Gareth is gonna look around the Pokemon Center. And Kresnik, what do you want to do?
But that was me who was just saying I was gonna look around Pokemon Center.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Gareth said he was gonna go over that direction, so
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
gonna
look
go
around.
look around near the gym.
Oh, near the gym, so you'll go outside. Okay.
Mhm.
So
I have to go grab dinner really quick though.
Okay. So we'll deal with Kresnik first.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like pop into all these right side rooms.
You see a young kid playing fight. He looks like you think you remember seeing him in the gym.
Okay. Really quick, just because I'm curious, I'll sit down. Can I review the footage of what happened in Vermilion City?
Uh-huh.
I want to see if any of that changed too, along with like the Pidgey crap.
Not a lot from the looks of it. You really only used Mr. Buck, so yeah, that was most of what you saw. So
So like all the events of like what showed up and everything is still the exact same.
yeah, for the most part. 1 second, let me check something. God damn it, I forgot. No, he used a me. And then he used... Okay, the only thing that seems to be a little bit off that you can tell is, when Lydic went off by himself to take care of one of the things, he took Reaper and he took Leaf. He didn't take Toasty Boy.
Okay. This freaking world is so confusing.
Roll me. Roll me a focus, I guess. Okay, so with that focus, I'm gonna say you were... You know what? The focus is kind of mediocre, I believe. So you have... Oh no, you have 3d6, so that's pretty good. So the DC for this will be lower. I'm just gonna roll it. Okay, yeah. You actually get the idea to check Diglett's cave. And you guys met the Cyndaquil, but Gareth didn't catch it.
Can I see if instead of the Cyndaquil was caught, if the Diglett was caught?
Yes, you caught a Diglett. You didn't catch the initial Diglett, but when you were going up down the hallway, you had ran into a different one. And instead of you guys just running your... you just see from your camera kind of a shrugging motion, and you threw a Pokeball and caught it.
Okay. Well, for right now, I'm gonna stop looking at that and then just go back to like looking at the room. I will like seeing the like even slight differences later on. I'm going. Kresic will look through like all of the footage, like every bit that there is, and see like what in the world is different. To see if like might have to go along with what happened here instead of what happened with us.
Uh-huh.
But for right now, just be come up here and like.
As you walk into a room, you see two very familiar faces, and the psychic's like, "Oh, Mr. Kresnik, it's good to see you again."
Good to see you guys as well. She's like happy to see you got a Saffron safely.
Oh yeah, what couple day walk, big whoop. Just rest in before we move on. They're most they kind of had to shut down a lot of the Pokemon centers to anyone who wasn't an actual traveling trainer, but they made an exception for us, given what we went through.
Well, I'm glad they made an exception because that was definitely a hard time.
Yeah, well, you saw all the tents out there. You know, Saffron's overflowing with refugees, so they didn't want to, but they had to apparently shut down the Pokemon Center to anyone who wasn't a trainer. This
Well,
entire time,
hopefully that will pass.
sorry,
Time what?
I was saying this
I
entire
just,
time the
I
karate guy is just eating like meat.
well, I hope that this will come sooner than later, as it'll all be good. It'd be good for all of us to start. Forget about that. Not completely. Just the loss of it,
Yeah.
as it was a bit.
Possibly. And then the karate guy turns to you, just still stuffing in front.
Can I roll something to guess what the hell he said?
Roll me an
Intuition.
No, you have no idea.
God damn.
Dear, swallow and talk. He, finished chewing, makes an audible, like, swallowing noise. And he looks like, sorry about that. I need to get protein in me. There wasn't a lot of protein down there. If I want to fight in the farmer's market, I need my strength back. You gonna head over there?
Would I know what the farmer's market is?
He kind of mentioned it earlier. Back in Vermilion City, it's some sort of like tournament sort of thing over in Celadon City.
Well, I could bring it up with the group, but I go where the wind takes the group wants to go. Definitely sounds interesting though.
Yeah, it's one of the few places you have to sign a waiver and all that, but it's one of the few places you can actually fight alongside your Pokemon.
Now that definitely sounds. I didn't expect them to allow that type of thing.
Well, that's why you gotta sign the waiver. Free consent that, if you get your face smacked in, it's your own damn fault because you decided to fight an Aggron.
Well, not so much as protection for the people, but protection for the Pokemon.
Well, in a way, they all have to agree too, but, I suppose that's a ethical question, but, they have people to prevent them from, causing too much damage, and besides, I hear that, if you win, you could either choose, like, one item from this, like, giant pile that's in there, or, I hear supposedly if you fight the people that run the tournament, they have really, really strong Pokemon. But if you're able to beat them, you get the entire pile.
Now that definitely sounds like a worthwhile venture.
Yeah,
I'll definitely bring it up with the group.
Yeah, it happens like every few weeks, if they get enough people. So, I hear the next one's like in a week, week and a half, something like that. I don't know. Good thing I just need not enough meat down there, man. I gotta eat. As he starts to, the psychic just looks at you like, you'll have to excuse him. He's very ecstatic. Apparently, it's going to be a 3-on-3 thing. You do have to have 3 trainers, so we might try to pick someone up. But, yeah, not very often. I hear the gym in town might have you do it. But I don't know. There's a lot of rumors and hearsay about the new gym leader.
Oh, is there a new gym leader already decided? I looked at the pamphlet screen and it said that it was still pending.
Yeah, that that I think that's from a month or two back. Apparently, the there was a bit of hesitance apparently or something, but like the new CEO of Silphco is the gym leader.
Oh, that definitely sounds. Any idea on what type of Pokemon they use? Specialty.
I hear he only has one team, and so it's highly recommended that it be like your like seventh ish gym, and they're really strong. I mean, he's more than willing to take challengers, but it's pretty much expect to lose if you're not highly trained.
Huh. They wouldn't give a handicap like Force says it.
Like Lieutenant Surge,
Okay.
no, I don't think so. It's I don't know all the details. Like I said, there's a lot of rumors and hearsay, and let's see what she's actually heard. Okay. Some say that he only has one team because it's like the team of his a dead friend of his or something, and uh, he's just trying to keep them together. And I don't know. All I know is supposedly he took over Silphco. There was a bit of hullabaloo about that, and apparently really good. They started pumping out new research and those collars or those Pokeball nullifiers like your Kirlia has. Before I heard that tech was like non-existent or very expensive to make.
Well, I thank you for the information. How strong this gym is. It will help us avoid any endeavor that would waste time.
The one thing I heard is aim for the D'Artagnan first with or D'Artagnan. God damn it. And now I'm not gonna be able to say the name properly.
Darmanitan.
Yeah, that thing. Darmanitan. It's wait for it to do what it does and then use priority moves.
Can I do a Pokemon check? Because Kursnick would probably not know what that Pokemon is.
Sure.
Yeah, no.
Well, you know it's a Unova Pokemon, and it's some sort of fire type, but that's about all you know. But yeah, apparently it does this move, and then yeah, I think she's up in the computer room, but she can tell you a little bit more information. But I hear that the smartest move is to just nail it with priority moves right after it does its turn.
Oh, up in the computer room. Well, thank you. I'll check there next.
Have a good one, Krasnik.
You too. And enjoy the protein.
Oh.
I'll just like do a slight wave and walk to the computer. Just because I'm curious, is there any books on the shelves that catches his eye at all?
I'll roll, but I doubt it. Here and there, it looks like they're putting in another book bookshelf, like a couple other areas, but I guess there'd be a section for each Pokemon found in specific regions. Sorry for the train again.
That's good. Pokemon found in different regions. Can I maybe? I don't know. Well, personally, I know if you're able to take book data Pokemon. He'll leave those be for now, but definitely remember where they're at.
Okay.
But for right now, he'll just like continue looking through. Excuse me, might I bother you for a second?
What?
Just a friend in down below, well, down in the last room informed me that I could possibly get information about the cheater from you.
He's a freaking cheater. Yeah, I have 4 gym badges and just swept my entire goddamn team, and my other teammates got demoralized and they went home and
Oh, well, that's quite sad to hear. Might I ask what he used?
in Pokemon. Darmanitan, Musharna, Gallivantia.
He doesn't go for a type like Lieutenant Surge did. Is there any information about like what, like any weaknesses that were shown during the fight?
Nah, they're mostly one solid unit. The only idea I had after, before my friends jumped ship was nail that freaking Darmanitan and, after it uses belly drum.
Huh. Well, that's definitely interesting.
Because otherwise that
Well,
fucking Lucario will heel pulse it.
there's a Lucario there.
Yeah. Wow, you're new. Sorry, didn't mean to. Anyways, kid, I gotta get some sleep and figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do.
He'll shout real quick. If you know about the supermarket, the 2 people I talked to are looking to go there, and they need a third.
So, you mean the farmer's market?
Yes. Sorry, I'm still trying to get all this information in my head.
We'll see what happens. And she's gonna probably go to bed. So,
Okay. I feel like other than that, he'd go back down to the nurse and ask if he could take books from the library.
did you
Or
say
they have
take
to
or look?
Like take them out of the library. Like, could he like pay like to like be able to take
They
them?
have to stay within the Pokemon Center, so you could take them into the rooms, but you can't take them outside.
Okay. Well then for right now, he'd probably just head out and go look around.
Okay. So, Merc, are you back?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Sure,
I
man.
will
With
just move
belly
you
drum.
back outside, and we will do the thing. Oh, right. I was just like, why is this not, but the Pokemon Center is way down instead of.
That's it.
Okay, so let me get rid of these guys. Boop. There. So you go back outside, there's a lot of Farfetch, Farfetch, Farfetch.
Gareth just looks to Malphite's Pokeball, then to the Farfetch and says, "No, not yet."
what you gonna do?
He's gonna mosey on over to the gyms because there's two of those. Haha.
Well, as you start walking, you know, you saw when you first came in that there was a few tents coming around, but as you're walking, I guess, yeah, as you're walking, you're just seeing a lot more tents, and you know, most of the houses are, there's people outside even if I don't have them, and you know, they all just kind of look at you as you pass, and they're kind of dirty and grimy, and
Hmm. Well, hey, Gareth just keeps on walking because people are scary. All old people. How are you guys doing? Oh, wait, were these the ones who were sleeping?
yeah. I'm gonna say no, but
Okay.
as you're walking by, has it opened up yet? No, it hasn't opened up yet. But what, I don't want to get taken. You won't get taken, sir. It's fine.
Taken by what exactly?
By all the hoopas, man. You know, they've been taking Lavender Town's the only safe place.
Oh. Yeah, I know how that feels.
And we're next in line.
There's a line to get taken by Hoopa?
There's a line into Lavender Town.
Oh, well. Well, damn, I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you guys will get in soon enough. Just be patient and remember that there are people. There are people. Yeah. They're awkwardly talking like, if Hoopa does show up, people will help. Yeah.
The one just starts stumbling.
Shuffle off really quickly.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll be fine, honey.
Damn. Pokemon Center. Or no, Mart. Bless. Okay. I need to go in there like pronto. But for now, I'm scoping out gyms.
As you approach, the sign that says gym is actually covered up, and it says refugee housing.
Okay. He shuffles over to the fighting dojo.
It says current gym leader Tim, dojo undergoing renovations.
Okay. Tim. Gareth walks up to this nice police officer and asks him who Tim is and when the renovations will be done.
Renovations are mostly done. He's a bit of a penny pincher. He doesn't like changing the sign. He only did that because the league made him to. But yeah, Tim is the CEO of Silphco.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Just don't go run away crying like the last group.
Why would they run away crying?
You get some momentum and then one person just crushes you. Yeah, a lot of trainers aren't built for this, especially with how risky it is to travel around nowadays. When you hear what happened down in Vermilion City, freaking ghost invasion.
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, well, damn, man, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, we handled it the best we could, but not everyone made it out.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Heard Surge's second in command, dude. My dad knew that guy, and freaking brass balls on that one. If he went down swinging. I'm sorry, did I make that awkward?
No, it's fine. It's just hard to think about sometimes. Well, I'd better get back then.
Yeah, just
My team is somewhere in town.
yeah, just be careful. A lot of housing. A lot of people want to get into Lavender Town, so you know, the subways ain't running, so that's full of people. The gym's full of people. Hell, even Silphco, I hear they only have like 3 functioning floors now. The rest is, you know, given to housing for refugees. Not only are people trying to get into Lavender Town, then you got a bunch of people just falling in from other multiverses, and yeah. Then there's the Farfetch problem. Far.
Is there there's nothing I can do to help out about that, is there?
Well, nah, they just propagate. You know, they're freaking everywhere. I mean, they say sparrows are national bird, but fucking Farfetches are everywhere. You catch one, you know, 5 more take their place. So it's, unless you want a Farfetch, you know, don't bother.
I kind of want a far-fetched grumble. That's a good bird.
So, you do anything else?
No.
Okay.
I'll take a long way around back to the Pokemon Center, I guess.
Actually, before I forget, kid, there is also the I'm sorry. It's near the end of my shift, and so I apologize. If you're looking for any wild Pokemon, obviously there's Farfetch freaking everywhere in here. There's a small route in between here and Celadon. You know, you're probably not going to find too much, but you might check out the junkyard.
No, the junkyard, you say?
Yeah, the junkyard's in between here and Lavender Town. So long as you prove that you actually want to go catch Pokemon instead of try to sneak into Lavender Town, you know, you'll be fine. Just, no one's really quite sure, but a lot of stuff falls from the sky. We got planes, boats, trains.
Wait, they fall from the sky into the junkyard?
Yeah, I mean, it used to be a normal route, man, and then this whole thing with the Hoopa started, and all of a sudden, here's all the freaking, you know, boats and the planes just, you know, dropping in. I mean, it doesn't happen too often, but, you know, it's enough that, you know, there's trash freaking everywhere. And after a while, they finally gave up trying to clean it up because it just ain't working.
Yeah, I can understand that. This Hoopa madness is crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, just be careful. I don't think you'll have any real problems, but a lot of people are sore, you know, in the area. Just, everyone's scared.
Okay. Well, I have some shopping to do, but thanks for all the information, officer.
Yeah, you don't be surprised if there's like, you know, 4 officers on the inside, maybe 3 if it's a slow day, but real problem with pickpockets and people trying to rob the Poke Center or Pokemart.
Oh. Well, if I see anything, since that's my next stop, I'll make sure to shout.
Okay, well, have a good night.
You too. And he just shuffles off down this neat little alleyway.
Okay. I guess in a way I don't have anything prepared, but it's mostly, you know, out of game shopping is probably easier. So, yeah.
Gonna buy Pokeball parts so I can build things.
Oh, you're gonna buy a Pokeball toolkit?
I already have one, but
Well,
I feel like that doesn't have the supplies for infinite Pokeballs in it.
well, it's pretty much the way I'm gonna run it is it has like a quote unquote a basic set, but then you quote unquote spend money to make the Pokeball. Well, that's just you had picked up the part before, or you had
Okay.
it stashed in, and then you'll just refill once you go back into town. So it's one of those things. You have the parts, and you just take away the money as much as you need.
Okay. So other than that, I don't think I need to buy potions.
I was about to say, let's see. I'll have to go through and this is Saffron, so there's not as much restrictions. Let me open the store real quick. Okay, still no hyper potions, but they do have full heals now. And they have infinite amounts.
Alright, so Gareth is gonna go shopping for a bit.
Yeah, so let's see. I'll just delete that.
I can make a lot of Pokeballs.
So revives. Yeah, they have bait, they have no Ultra Balls. I'm gonna say if you want to buy any of the special balls, you can. But yeah, remember if you want to buy, you can group buy later and maybe get a discount.
Okay, so I'll just make some Pokeballs for myself then.
Okay. So you essentially go in there, pick up the parts, and make some Pokeballs. And I guess that's probably where we should end the session. Unless you want to meet back up with Kresnik and just talk a little bit.
I feel like
we can exchange all the good information.
yeah, it's just like
Okay.
I told him about the center.
Okay, so
Again, like,
going back to the Pokemon Center. I'm gonna have to drop you in there for a second. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna say you both kind of get done around the same time.
yeah, Kresnik would just tell Gareth about like information on the gym, like just basically everything about that, and also bring up the farmers market.
What's a farmer's market?
Apparently, from what's told me, it's a little competition where you have to sign a paper to be able to fight alongside Pokemon, unlike how we normally aren't allowed. Apparently, there's some prizes that can be won through it. Thought might run it by everyone. Way over
Wait,
there.
fighting alongside Pokemon? But that sounds dangerous.
Yes, this sounds dangerous, but from what they said, it could be worth quite a bit if we're able to make it win. The items prize and beat the people who run it, take all the items that were there for the.
Okay, but I don't wanna take a water pulse to the face, you know?
Might run it by the group. Seemed interesting.
Okay, so yeah, I think that's probably a good place to call it a night. I'm gonna stop the recording. Stopping the recording.